It looks like Lloyd Evans has several businesses aside from his XJW activism business, meaning he goes after all XJWs with a YouTube channel trying to eliminate competition, which is the only activism he does, which is against other activists, while he promotes jw.org by constantly posting all their videos and podcasts and talks and whatever, so the JWs can still try to feed their garbage to us sheep that fled the barn. Evans has and is not being shunned by his family. He is apparently in business with his JW dad, and of course it's common knowledge he's never lived on his own. He went from his JW daddy's house to his JW wife's house with the JW in-laws supporting them, and he lives in the basement of that house after two JW bodies of elders kicked the guy to the curb. The cartoon is mine, but the following video is an excerpt from the Kim Mikey YouTube channel, and the link to the full video is in the description box below this video.
Hear about discussing about Lloyd Evans, then turn off the video right here, because I have had so many like, oh, you need to stop talking about it and leave poor Lloydy boy alone and all of this. And it's like, as long as you guys are coming after us, no. And the thing is for someone, him and his flying monkeys, who have been attacking us for the past 9 years. No, I'm not going to shut up. I'm not going to shut up. I have too many questions. And my humble opinion, that he is lying to you. He is lying to you. And I just want to ask, for somebody who is so geared to helping the XJW community and Jehovah's Witnesses wake up, why would he need so many companies? Why? Now, just want to mention here, he claims that his family in the UK are shunning him. Okay? Our families are shunning us. All of us have our JW friends and family shunning us one way or the other. So I have to ask, why? Why would he be the secretary in his dad's company? Okay? And I'm going to put the link down below to all of these, and I'm just asking questions. I'm not attacking him. I'm not mocking him. I just want to ask some questions. Because if your dad is shunning you, then why are you the secretary in his company, which is called Origin Business Solutions Limited? Jonathan Evans, 57 Gravel Lane, Winslow, Cheshire, is the director. So why is his son, who is a raging apostate, the secretary, James Lloyd Evans? And it says current. On this, it says current. And someone said, oh, well, I think that company went defunct. Okay, well, if that company went defunct, then why are they current on their tax records? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I'm not attacking. I'm just asking and questioning. We have that right to question. You know, if he says he's being shunned by his dad, then why is he still a secretary on his dad's company? Okay? Now, years ago, we knew that he had JLE services, him and his wife. They had an interpreting service. And I'm going to put the link down below to this also. Well, they've changed the name. And he has his wife as the top director. And I'll put the link down below to this, you know, and this is in the UK, in the old fuel depot in Winslow, Cheshire. And this is them. So JLE Publishing. And when you put JLE Publishing into Google search, I don't think he's writing these books, but you will be surprised. Yeah, just put JLE Publishing, you can even go to Amazon. Put JLE Publishing into Amazon. I'm not accusing that he's the one writing these books. I have no idea. It's written by a woman, so I don't know. But it's just interesting that her books are published by JLE Publishing. I'm not accusing. I'm just saying what I have found. Now, it's interesting because you'd think that one company would be enough. No, it's not. Ypsilon Media. Now, this one is out of Croatia. And they've got a website already. I'll put the link to that. And I'm just going to read, the welcome page here under recruitment. We're growing our team, having burst onto the scene, fully intending to shake things up and ruffle some feathers. See, that's their intention. That's their intention. We are on the hunt for talented professionals who can enhance our arsenal of creativity. Most urgently, we are looking for a full-time video editor familiar with Final Cut Pro and the Adobe Creative Suite who understands that split seconds count when it comes to crafting compelling video content. Well, knowing his little problem that he can't control himself and his monthly visits to people who can take care of those needs, I have to ask, so what kind of filmmaking are you going to get involved in now? And another question. Is he using XJW supporters' money to fund these new companies? And why would you need so many companies? Like I said, there's a lot of questions that a lot of us are asking. So, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, don't speak against, Lordy boy. So, I'm just telling you what several people are finding. Several people are finding. Now, something else. Jude 3 and Laura 2. We love your videos, guys. We love you. And you have disappeared. And it's so sad because they, are such nice people. And, to be chased off. And we're all wondering what happened to you. So contact me, KimmyAnnBrooks@gmail.com, and we would be happy to give you our phone number. And we want to talk to you. We want to talk to you, make sure you're doing okay. And, it's a shame that you took, all of your content down. And I hope it wasn't because of the Bible bullies, because that would be a shame. That would be a shame to let these narcissistic Bible bullies win. And so, there's a lot of things going on right now. And like I said, I just have questions. There's just a lot of weird things. And also I want to mention JW Updates. He's done a video, and it's nice to see your face, sweetie. And at the end he says, coming to you from the Winslow area, for those of you who know what that is. And it's like, yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's Lloydy Boy's old congregation. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that one either, and there's a lot of great videos. Our dear friend Jane Doe, thank you, sweetie. It's a shame that you spent so much time and effort and money. And go watch her last two videos that she did today and yesterday. And it's a shame that, the flying monkeys are attacking her. And that's a real term, by the way. That's not being derogatory or mocking or anything. That is a real term. I did not know that until yesterday. But, go watch her last video. And it's a shame that she spent so much money, sending Lloydy Boy all of that literature behind him. Well, not all of it, but most of it, including a 1934 yearbook. Do you know how much she had to pay for that? And he couldn't even thank her publicly. And it's a shame. You know, she is so mad and so upset. I don't think I've ever seen her this mad. But anyway, go watch her video. And, you know, the thing is most people don't realize behind the scenes how much damage has been done to this community. And, you know, to just come back and say, oh, well, it's all the XJW's fault. No, it's not. And I haven't watched the video, but I've heard that's like, oh, well, the only reason they reacted this way is because, you know, they're XJWs. No. For those of you who know Sandra Bullock, the actress, nothing to do with JWs. When her husband cheated on her, there was outrage. He was bashed. It was bad. It has nothing to do with what religious background you have. A lot of people just have issues with loyalty and faithfulness. That's what it comes down to. And then, you know, to be attacking CSA survivors because they have genuine concerns. They don't want this person, you know, representing them. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. See, I have feelings. I have empathy for other people, and I can understand everybody's, you know, feelings and being upset. And I don't blame any of you. I feel the same way. As an empath, I feel all this. I feel the anger and the pain and, you know, the upset. And I have questions of my own. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. This is just my humble opinion. But, you know, I think all of us should be asking some of these questions. Especially when you see some of this, you know, that many are finding online. Especially when you find out that person is driving a BMW. You know, so while you guys are suffering and giving him, you know, money, he's driving around in a BMW. Just asking questions. You know, what are you really funding? So thank you for watching, everyone. And thank you for your comments and emails and cards. Oh, and letters. We've gotten a few letters too. So thank you, everyone. And many of you have sent me emails. And believe me, I totally agree with you. I understand, you know, your feelings. I have the same feelings. And, you know, it's just a shame that a lot of you are being attacked just for asking questions. You know, that shouldn't be the case. Coming from a cult, there's nothing wrong with asking questions. There's nothing wrong with that. So don't ever let anybody tell you that, you know, you're a hater or you're on the gutter side of the movement. That's BS. That's BS. So we love you, and may the source of all be with you and bless you all, and you all have a wonderful day. Bye.